Hi, it's Debbie Donovan from Londonderry, New Hampshire with Be Happy Cards and Crafts. Today, or I should say yesterday, look what came in the mail. Can you believe it already? It's our mini catalog for the fall and winter, which means it has a celebration to go with it. I can't show you the inside catalog yet, but it's coming to you in July. So, before I turn you down, I'm going to show you, if you remember last week, if you were here last week, first I want to connect the computer. See if I can do this right. Be on here. Just trying to find me. Has a delay. May not be able to connect. Do a refresh is what I have to do. That's what I have to do. I forget every week. I'm sorry. So last week, if you were here with me, we did, I showed you some different coloring techniques, and I promised that I would make cards with them. So this is using the watercolor paper. I did a spritzing. I used spritzing and alcohol in the spritzer, and I just spritzed it on the paper, and then I stamped the image and the little black specks. So I tied a ribbon on it with a little knot. You can't see if you can see that knot, or I should have held it up higher probably to the camera. And I had put thinking of you on it. So I finished it with the inside that says heartfelt love and caring thoughts are with you. I'm trying to read this backwards, so hopefully you're seeing everything the right way today, because I asked somebody how to fix it, and we tried to fix it. So, hi, Valerie. And then another method that I showed you was just taking one of the blocks, one of the acrylic blocks, in using it in the stamp, in the ink itself. Hi, Sarah. And just inking it on the, in a line down the page. And then I stamped again the same floral picture. And then, so I took that picture. This was done on the shimmery paper. And I took that, and I had a little smudge down here in black because it was on my finger. The black had got on my finger. And if you could see, you can't find it because when I stamped with sympathy, it hid it. So I had all intentions of making this sympathy card. I just planned on putting with sympathy up at the top. So you can always fix mistakes. And there's two sides of the cards. And so hopefully you're seeing this. I mean, I can't tell on the computer if it's backwards. It still looks backwards to me on the computer. You're in my thoughts and prayers is what this one says. And then this card here, we did the, it's still backwards, Sarah. okay, didn't get fixed. I'll have to ask again. I used the little rose, which had several different methods used on it, and I put Wink Stella on it so it looks all cohesive. And then the background is used, I had used the stencil. So then I just added a bird, and I added the branch, and then I added some leaves from this ribbon here, which I really love this ribbon. And I still have a lot of it left because it goes on forever. And Stampin' Up doesn't sell it anymore, but you can buy it on Amazon. It's just a plug for Amazon. I know I'm supposed to be Stampin' Up here, but I just like to help everybody. And this is a new stamp, the little bird stamp, and it's a little birdie told me. You've got something to celebrate. It's your special day. Happy birthday. So one of my birthday girls will get this, because it's not a birthday guy. I have a couple birthday guys this month. So those were the from the samples, that the little pieces of paper I used to do the different coloring techniques last week. So this week, we're going to make a beautiful card. Well, I think it's a beautiful card. Hopefully it'll come out nice. But it's called Wisteria Wishes. And of course it's purple, so my favorite color. So anything in my favorite color is always beautiful to me. So I'm going to turn you down, and hopefully I didn't check it out yet to make sure we're going to be in camera view, but I can fix it. I'm really disappointed that it didn't turn it backwards. I'll have to check with them again. Because my daughter did it for me. She's the techie in the house. Okay. It was a little shaky for a minute because I was pulling on the camera, so. Let me put the stamps aside. I don't need that. So I have everything here ready. Just pull this chair over because Milo's complaining. He's whining down there because I'm not paying attention to him. Now first I'm going to take the Balmy Blue. And Sarah's my sponge queen, but I try. So you just softly go. All I want is a little bit of color. Seems like I'm tapping it all off. I'll tap once. Here we go. I just want to add a little bit of blue so that I have a little color down on the card. If I push in, I don't really have these handled sponge brushes down pat. I don't use them often. I still use my old sponges. Maybe I'll put some down further. It's not concentrated all in the same area. On this side. Sponging I used to do really well with the sponges, and then came along these brushes. Okay, that's all. So that was Balmy Blue, and I'm using the shimmer paper. I don't know if you can tell the difference. It's got the a little bit of sparkle in the paper. My cat's on the other side of the monitor, and hopefully he won't do anything. He's laying there right now. I just thought I put the chair over here for him. But he seems happy. Now this is Fresh Freesia. It's one of last year's in colors, which it's still in color because our colors stay in for 2 years. And I'm just gonna stamp it, and I'm not pressing, I'm just letting the ink, pressing hard. It looks it, but I'm not. I'm letting the ink sit on it, and then I'm going to press it again without re-inking. I'm not happy with how that came out, so I'm going to just leave it there, and it'll say I like that better, because I want a whole field of wisteria. Like a whole, like it was coming off, I can't think of the name of them. I want to say a grapevine, but that's not what it's called. We used to have it, like an arbor. Then I'm going to stamp off and just stamp on again. So it's the second generation. And if you leave it there for just a minute, it gives it, you give it the ink time to adhere to the paper. Oh, that one didn't come out as dark as I wanted, so. And then I'm going to do third generation here and there. So I'm putting it in the ink, and I'm stamping twice on the paper. And then once on the card. So once in the ink, twice on the paper, once on the card. And I am pushing a little bit more here because it's a very light generation. So that's our first step. Just put that, we're all done with that stamp. So I want to just bring it up so you can see how that looks. You can see the different generations. Looks like a field. Now, we also, what I'm going to do is, there's a single floral wisteria, and I'm going to just take it and go over the front ones quickly and just come up quickly, not worrying about being perfect, just to give it some shadowing. So it gives it another dimension. And we're all done with, oh, let me see. While I have this opened, I'll put my card aside. We'll take the inside, because I have that all ready. And it says, faith is about trusting even when you don't understand. In the front, it's going to have a tag that says, hang in there. So I think that's, they have some really nice sayings on here. Some different sayings that I haven't really seen before. And I think I'd like to put a single wisteria in here. Well, I say single, but I'll stick a few generations stamp off, just to give a little bit of texture to it. And then on my little scrap paper, I'm going to stamp hang in there, because I'm going to punch that out for the front. Sorry about the squeaky cleaning of the rag I use, but it really works really well. And what it is it's the absorber cloth you can buy in the automotive department. And you just take the roll and cut them up into squares. And we use them over and over. You can soak them overnight in the sink, or you can throw them in the wash machine with the towels. It just works really wonderful. Okay, so I want to just move these two things. Bring the card back. Now we're going to add some soft succulent. This is this color. Leaves across the top. And I'll do the second generation on that. And I'm only stamping the very top. I don't know if you can see. I'll bring it over here. the very top of the stamp. So see when I put it in. Because I don't need the entire stamp. Not for the card that I chose to make. Maybe if I was making a different stamp, a different card, I could use, because it has the branches and everything that come down. And then there's also, it's a quite versatile stamp set, because I forget what flower they're called, but I used to call them fire something. But my mom loved them. They were red and orange. You could buy them in red and orange. And this the stamp set, see, it has the stems going straight, and you take and you put these going on top of them. And it looks like those type of flowers. But we're doing the wisteria right now, so again, I'm going to just highlight some of the areas. I just want it to look like there's more leaves. I mean, it just keeps going back, and this one down here doesn't look like it's attached, so I'm going to attach that. And I think that looks good. I'm going to bring in my little inside. I'm just going to use this leaf. We'll give it a second generation. I think that looks good on that. Doesn't take much stamping to do. Just so squeaky. To get a pretty result. So here's what that looks like. So now we're all done stamping. We get to put the card together. Well, we have a little bit of cutting. We have this wonderful punch that cuts out 2 different size punches. It cuts the circle punch out, and then it cuts a scallop circle. And I punched the hang in there. I stamped the hang in there. In a scrap. And it fits perfectly in the circle. And then I have a scrap of the Fresh Freesia cardstock. And I'm going to punch that out. Sometimes they like to pop. And I just realized that I forgot to get a Stampin' Seal, so I'm going to bring out my I have under the table, I have my scrapbook stuff, so I'm going to bring my big ATG gun out, and I'll use that. They're basically the same. They get the job done. So here's the hang in there. And I already scored my 8.5 by 5.5 cards, scored at 4 1/4, which is called an A2 size. The size I do 90% of the time, or 99% of the time. My ribbon I have is fresh freesia. I'm going to put that across the bottom. So I'm not tying a bow or doing anything. I'm just going to be putting the little tag I made on it. So I hope everybody's enjoying the weather. I mean, I know last night we had rain because I had a migraine yesterday. And my neurologist likes to call me the weather girl. I can always tell you when rain's coming. And then what I was going to do. But today the sun is shining nicely, so my birds are happy. I have this bird feeder I bought that's kind of like a waterfall, I call it, because it holds like 3 or 4 bird feeders and 3 suet feeders, and so I have a lot of happy birds and squirrels and chipmunks. And a wood squirrel that I call the menace of society. I don't like him. I'm going to add some Winkacella here and there to the, I don't know if it'll, just going to zigzag down the front of them, because I don't want to take away the, where I did the dark. I don't want it to blend in. But I do like things to sparkle. Like I say, if you know me, you know I'm a glitter girl. And so is Sarah. Sarah's my business partner. I'll add a little bit of purple in here. I mean, Winkacella in the purple on that one. We're excited. We have a team meeting coming up. We haven't seen our whole team for a long time because of COVID. It's held in Massachusetts, and we're going to have a card swap, and I've been cutting out my cards. It's called the shoebox swap. And I had my my dimensionals out somewhere. Right here. And we used to have sleepovers in the first year that Sarah and I slept over. We slept down in the craft room, and Sarah had a blow-up bed, and it started leaking. And when she woke up in the morning, she was down in one corner near the floor. And it was so funny. We had so many laughs. And at that time, we had only known each other for probably 6 months. And everybody thought we had been best friends forever. And it's like, nope, we're best friends. And it's only been 6 months. And now it's been 6 years, over 6 years that we've been best friends. And like I said, we're business partners. And my daughter is her best friend too. I told my daughter to get her own best friend, but she loves Sarah like, she calls her other mother, because she loves her like her second mother. Okay. This is just loose, so I want to put a glue dot underneath the ribbon. Do a little trick here. Wanted to pop it up, but I wanted the ribbon to stay down, and I forgot to put the glue dot down. Always put a glue dot down under your ribbon, or a little dot of glue, just something to hold the ribbon down a little, otherwise it's gonna make your I want to call them signs, make your labels pop up. So, here it is. I think it's a really nice card for a get well. Or even a sympathy. So I hope you, I'm going to turn the camera up. Hi, I'm back. I'm sorry, I don't know what I hit. I hit some button and it made something come up weird. So anyways, I hope you really like the card. I think it came out really nice. It would be good for a get well, or when someone's just having a hard time, because like I said, it says faith is about trusting even when you don't understand. So it's a good inspirational card. It's a good sympathy card, which is not fun to send sympathy cards, but it's inevitable these days that you have to send them. I hope you enjoyed watching today, and you'll be back next Wednesday at 12:30 to see me again. and I don't know what I'll be doing. I have new stamps coming. I have some of the Christmas stamps, but it's too early for Christmas. I may do something in July with them, but it's really early. I feel like the, excuse me, I feel like the catalog, the annual catalog just came out. We just had our bingo 2 weeks ago. And now we're talking about doing the fall winter catalog. So I'll be having a bingo for that, but I'll hold it off probably until September. Wait and get through. I don't want to do a Christmas in July like most people. I think that's going to be done a lot, but I'm going on vacation to Sarah's house because she lives on a lake. And we have a great time. Me and my daughter go there for every year. We go there in July and August, and Sarah and her husband open their home to us, and it's great. I'm very grateful to have such great friends. So hope you guys enjoy your week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.